Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is David, this is David K Reacts, and here on this channel I ramble with articulation, I hope, about a variety of different musical, video and audio elements of the videos that I watch. And today we are wrapping up Arcane month. Maybe one more video, I'm not 100% sure. Depends on exactly when all of these go out. But this is the getting towards the end of it, and there's not really a spoiler warning for this one. You'll notice the spoiler warning was not there. That's because today we are covering the song Bite Marks, which is from the trailer to the video was called Welcome to Noxus, which is a teaser trailer for the next season. But it's not another season of Arcane, and there might be continuations of stories we saw in Arcane, but we're starting off with a different group of people. And so there are no spoilers in the trailer, it is what it is. But we are looking today at the version of the song that is done, and I sincerely hope my pronunciation is good here, by the Vietnamese singer Tóc Tiên, and This was quite big because it was the first Vietnamese cover of a song that was done by Riot, and this was done for the newly performed Pacific Championship, for the opening of it, I believe. And I'm just really excited because Bite Marks is a really cool song. The trailer is awesome. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It's about 5 minutes long. The song itself isn't that long. It comes and goes throughout the trailer. But it's a wonderful trailer with an incredible piece of music over the top of it. This was something I really enjoyed when it came out, and I'm really excited to see this cover of it. Actually, funnily enough, I found out about this one through LinkedIn. Because I follow Riot Games, and one of their staff posted, how awesome to have a Vietnamese cover of a Riot Games song, and I flagged it for because I knew Arcane Month was coming, and I knew I wanted to cover this, and I'm putting it right at the end because it's not technically part of either season of Arcane. It comes at the end, looking towards the next thing, so that's what I'm doing too. And that's about all I know, so I'm not going to go too much further, other than saying welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. If it is, the way this works, I watch the video through from beginning to end, commenting and emoting over the top, and then go back and watch it a second time, this time pausing, interrupting, offering what commentary and analysis I feel I can based on what I've just seen and heard, and the foreknowledge of having seen it one time before. Please do check the description down below. You'll see a link down there to Tóc Tien's channel, as well as to the original video, and please go and check that out before checking this out. Support the artists. I am simply analysing their work. Yeah, that's everything. So please do hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, all those things. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, at patreon.com/DavidKReacts, or by leaving a super thanks here on YouTube, and more details on those at the end of the video. But that's about it. So without any further delay, let's bring up the video and check out Tóc Tien's cover of Bite Marks from the trailer Welcome to Noxus. This song is such a vibe. I love her outfit. The stage is so dramatic. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love the change of register. It's so dramatic, I love it. These are obviously, for those who don't know, this will be the players in this league being shown in the background. I love the use of the lyrics on the side. It's very dramatic as well. Yes! Oh! I love the change back too. That's great. That percussion just pushing us forward. Oh, yes. Oh, the look at the end. That was so good. Oh, wonderful stuff. That was such a good cover of the song. I love what was going on there. Obviously, visually, there's a lot of introductions to players that are going to be playing in that league. That's pretty standard for league announcements, and that's what this video was. So there's some stuff there that is more functional than anything. But oh my goodness, everything else about that video, the set, the costumes. I mean, Riot doesn't go half measure with these announcement videos. They're phenomenal, whether they're animated or whether they're live action like this was. They're just incredible, and this was absolutely no exception. I'm just going to take a quick glance and see if there is any information in the description, which is, of course, in Vietnamese. Written by Alex Seaver and Sebastien Najand, which is true of a lot of the songs in Arcane as well. Yeah, just a couple of bits of information there, but nothing particularly notable other than announcing that this was for the launch of League Pacific. Yeah, that's phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. It's so wonderfully over the top in the best possible way. Let's go back and watch this again. Oops, what did I do? I've clicked on... Oh, there we go. And see what I can pull out of it, because this is so much fun. I love that we start straight away on just cupping the microphone like that. It's seeing one by one the row of fingers going down. It's so there's a sensuality to it, but it's also a little sinister. It's kind of that's really cool. I like that a lot. All right. How we start here, low angle, so very high power position for her, looking down into the camera. We see the lights above. We're peeling up, so we're coming up towards her level, but it starts her off in such a position of strength at the beginning of the song. That's magnificent. Oh, wow. I just clocked. Sorry. I didn't realize she had the gold rim around the ear as well. This costume is astonishingly cool. You've got the whole kind of diadem, or whatever you want to call it, the nose piece, the ears, the gold on the nails. This is exquisite. Absolutely magnificent. And I'm not sure what the piece is that she's got on her hand either. Like, phenomenal. I don't know if either of these costumes, incidentally, references a champion. I'm so far out from knowing League of Legends, especially skins and newer characters. Right over my head. So please fill me in. I'm kind of catching back up because of the TV series. So if characters are not in the TV series and they're not Vhagar, who used to be my primary, I don't really... I'm very out of touch right now. Oh, I really like the choice of the percussion here. This kind of boom, boom, ka. It's the hit on that final ka is there's a sharpness to it, but the bass drum that's in there, or whatever specific instrument it is muted. It's almost like the attack is a little bit muffled, and I like that. It gives some variety to that percussion in a really interesting way. You're not afraid to die. I love the tones of voice being used here. I want to look at both of those. such a pure quality to it, and she's delivering it very straight. You say you're not afraid to die. It's not particularly we know where we're going super dramatic with this video, but it's very reserved at this point, leaving so much space for us to move into, which I love. And then in the background, I'm over-exaggerating there and not producing a particularly good quality, but there's a more breathy sound to that voice. It sounds more ephemeral. It's definitely in the background in both timbre as well as where it sits in the mix, and I think that's a lovely choice. This, I want to stop right now and talk about this lighting, because, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. You have these lovely kind of like the 4 spots. They're not lighting anything specific. They're creating an effect. All these banks of lights on the side. Yes, we can see some red reflecting off this awesome dress that she's wearing. But she's not being lit by the red lights. She's being lit by this key light that's coming in from behind, as well as I think there's one... Well, no, there is. There's one coming from the front as well, but it's coming from the same side. I'm pretty sure there... Yeah, there must be, because you wouldn't see that much of her face lit if it was only the one behind. It's coming from the same side, so her left-hand side, right of the screen, but her left, is in shadow, and you get these lovely rays of shadow where she's blocking the light, and so you get this wonderful effect being caused by a single light, and that's what I think is so effective. We've got this beautiful implication of what's going on around, and of course we'll see in a minute that this is kind of framing the set. But she has this key focus that is just absolutely lasered in on her. So there's very minimal amount that's actually being lit, and it's giving us this very powerful contrast that really, it's so striking. And it allows for shots like this too, where she's got this lovely sort of side eye down to the camera, but she's haloed by that very light that we were just talking about as well. The cinematography in this is so on point. It really, really is. Notice here, for this close-up, they've lit her more too, because we can see more of the face, even though she's largely facing in the same direction. There's a slight tilt. But if anything, that tilt would put her more in shadow were there not an additional light that's kind of helping to fill that out. And this whole black and gold thing she's got going on, it's phenomenal. I also like the choice to use, it's not a Shure Super 55, it's something very similar to that, which is this microphone that she's using. The vintage look is a great choice for this. I think it's such a striking piece. And I also like the fact that it's the only piece of silver. With her all in gold, it stands out a little bit as something she is working with. And I like that. I think that's a really nice effect.
But take off the armor around your chest. What's left inside?
Oh, there you can see that wrist piece that she's wearing a little bit more. That's super cool. It's like liquid gold has been poured all over her, but obviously in a safe way. Game of Thrones flashbacks. But it's a very, very impactful look. The depth of the voice too. You've got this lovely was left inside, but was left inside. Like the actual vocal line is lower. It's that secondary harmony. Well, not harmony, like the octave unison that's being sung there, that's actually up high. She's singing in quite a low register right now, which comes back when she comes back in for the next verse and pitches it up. I also love, sorry, stopping to say it, but I love in these videos you get these striking moments where the red, like that in the bottom corner there, or even that tiny bit just behind her head, and as we move around, you see the beams coming down from the top here, and it's even though it's not lighting her, again, yes, we can see reflections, but it's also causing this lovely effect light that just does different things as we move around. I love the pronunciation and the projection on ride. Take a ride. Much suddenly picks up a level. It feels like we've escalated slightly there. And there, the as you can up there just breaks away a little bit in a really interesting way. Rough doesn't, but as you can does. I like that choice. And again, what a shot. What a shot. So beautiful.
Take a ride, rough as you can. Tell you a secret, right as your doors are closing in.
I like that little build we get there.
Right as your doors are closing in.
That dum, that slight offbeat push.
Secret, right as your doors are closing in.
And then the doom.
I like it when the bite marks cut through the skin.
And that's so fascinating to me because that I like it through the, when the bite in the background there.
I like it when the bite marks.
That the airy quality has come down to meet her. It's not up above anymore like it was before. And so we get this very dramatic reading of this line. And it's like, oh no, we didn't just escalate one level just now. We went up like 3. And we're about to go up another 6 the moment that we actually hit the drop here.
Cut through the skin.
That just straight away. What a increase in that moment. It's wonderful. Sorry, momentary break there. Phone rang. Back to it.
I like it when the bite marks cut through the skin.
And I love that now the red has been replaced with the white lights and we just get the silhouettes of these very sort of almost automaton-like drumming motions that we've got behind. There isn't a rhythm started yet. There's just a pulse, and I love the dramatic, like the big movement that's being made there. It gives a really interesting visual element, and now we also start to see this yellow glow forming just behind her, creeping around. So we're getting a different color creeping through here. This is lovely.
I like it when the bite marks cut through the skin.
And that flash there, what was that? Sorry. Oh, it's her second costume. That's so cool. You get a flicker almost in the same pose. You get a flicker of what's coming. That's brilliant. And then we close in on the drumming with, I'm not sure, is it sand or coloured sand or something that they're striking there? I'm not 100% sure. That's on the skin of the drums, so that every time you hit it, of course, it bounces and gives this very cool visual effect. I really like that. That's really cool. And this shot here with, like, the shadow of the new costume and the red behind. How dramatic is this? It's such a simple video in some ways, but the set and the lighting is doing so much work to make it seem like so much more. And I love that. And I love that we have those 4 flashes of the costume and then cut to it here. And now, look at this color profile. It's completely different. She's now got the blonde hair, this very black, imposing, bulky costume, and the white and kind of bluey green going on behind. Everything just shifted. Everything. In such an interesting way. And this light across the mouth. So she's lit across the mouth, but not the rest of her face. That's more in shadow. Really cool decisions happening here. And notice that now the front vocal has gone up. And we just have this... Nope, not there. Happening an octave up. But the actual primary vocal is now up that register, and we're going to stick there for a hot second.
Mars cut through the skin.
I like her. We're going to be up there in a minute.
I like it when the bite marks cut through the skin.
And that lovely climb up to the top there. Oh, beautiful.
Tell me the one
And now we hit into the groove. Now we're moving. We've had this shift, this beautiful makeup we've got. She's in full light now. We're shifting into the point now where we start getting the lyrics on screen. We also start getting the players flashing up. I'm not going to talk about them. I honestly have no clue who they are, other than they are the players in this league. But I don't want to get bogged down by that, because that's sort of not really what I'm looking at during the course of this video. So, you know, obviously these are some of the best league players around. That much goes without saying, but they're not going to be a part of my analysis. And that reveal shot. Right here. Oh! We've just reversed everything we've got used to for the last, well, probably 55 seconds before we started all of those cuts. We now have this vertical gold light that rather than we had these diagonals before, other than the 4 and the white has increased massively with these sort of 6 cross beams coming from each angle, and we have these 3 X's being formed by the lights at the back, on top of the light coming in from the side. So where previously the light was dim to nothing, now we're absolutely flooded with it. It's such a shift. And the complete paradigm of the video changes, which also, like, the energy level of the room has gone up because of the lighting, and the energy level of the vocals has gone up because of the register shift. And I love that. I think that's a fantastic match. And I love also, sorry, one last thing. I love that we get this shot right here, where the light that was across her mouth, now she's not a focal point in the singing, it's across her eyes instead, and we get that little glimpse of the makeup before we cut through into the full reveal. It's so good because it's given us so much more energy now. The percussion, the vocal register. She's got such a powerful voice. It's absolutely wonderful. She's a spectacular singer. Woo! Taste! Where are we up to? Oh, we're up to an A flat 5. That's awesome. I love also, this is such a fascinating costume because it is so top heavy. She's got all these sort of embellishments on the top half, and then this very short pattern miniskirt, and the boots, which previously were sort of top of the thigh, are now significantly shrunk. Like, the focus now is very much on the top, but it means she gets to do all this very kind of dramatic motion, which is really, really cool. This is the costuming and the production design of this is just so good. Let's face it. That's what I'm talking about. It's everything. And the light, this is what's called a ballyhoo, which is just a wonderful word. But when the lights are kind of swirling around the stage in the background, and I love that we get that. Like, for this, you've got this wonderful close-up that's in focus on her face, and in the background, blurred away, in out of focus, you can see the lights just swirling around, creating this wonderful visual image. It's so cool. Oh, and that cut there, that's so good. And I love that it's this very dramatic shift that happens. Light, 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 light. Darkness. All of a sudden, we've gone back to what we had with the red lighting before, but now it is this warm orange and way more pronounced than it was. We can see that floor and some of the detail of the set behind her so clearly. And I love that we have that very sharp edit as we switch languages. It makes so much sense. Really, really nice. And now we get her singing in Vietnamese, which is just so freaking cool. I love that. The louder the bark and the bigger the blade. It's a very League of Legends thing, like giant swords and things. That's a great line. One seat on a throne, 1 foot in a grave. I love that. I love she's changed her tonality a little bit and her timbre. We've now got a little bit more of a reserved quality coming back in, a fraction of breath, and we've kind of got that upper register sort of unison going on. But now it's almost like the backing unison singing is a little bit clearer, and there's a little bit more of a breathy quality to the primary vocal, and I like that switch. We keep changing things up a little bit in a very, very interesting way. Again, the shots! I mean, look at that. It's a masterpiece on camera. Again, we've had these side lights coming in. We've got the two from the top, these lights coming down. She's very clearly lit. It's so, so striking. Really good stuff. I like this too. This is a good presentation of the video, having the lines appear on screen, and it's kind of like bookending her in the center, or framing her. That's the word. Bookending. It's a very cool look, and I think this is it's because you've had the words already popping up for the players, the names. We're kind of used to seeing that, and so this feels very natural in the video, even though it's not something we had in the first half. Oh, I love that shift there. This is so good. Listen. We've got this down, down, down on the guitars, which is deep, but we're not getting a sense of a big foundation right now. Especially because it keeps flitting between the ears. And now we go down, 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 digga down, digga down, down. And it's got a bit more rhythm to it, but we still don't feel like it's a really solid foundation currently. And now that down at the bottom there when we come back in again is so good. And I love that here that upper harmony goes to a fifth. Way instead of way. It's not the octave up, it's a fifth up, and it's a really striking open harmony right now. And I love that too, that but, those three big hits before we change into the next section. Again, this lovely lead-in that says something's coming, and it happens immediately. But you get that little moment to know it's on its way. The anticipation is great. And how striking is that? The kick-up of the sand, or whatever it is. Please, somebody who knows better than me, tell me what it actually is that they use for that. And now we're getting some of the same angles we had before as well. Like this we've had in this costume more. But this is that side-eye angle that we had again. But this time there's a little less menace to it, which is interesting. Because it's this very kind of domineering costume. But the glance here is almost satisfied. Whereas before there was a much more of a menace to the look. I love these little sort of shifts that we're getting in similar looks. And then we get this lovely thing where you have both versions of her on screen singing at the same time as we have this slow sort of transition back to the other costume again. And again, this lighting up the top, so dramatic. Woo! And now full for full on drums at this point in time. Now it's just like motion. Fantastic stuff. We've earned all of this through this evolution that we've been having through the song. And the vocal harmonies that are happening in the background are so gorgeous too. They're subtle. You focus so much on that main vocal, but there is something there pretty much all the time at this point. There's that A-flat 5 again. It's just so clean. And given that she was singing da 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 da, like she was down a couple of octaves earlier, getting all the way up there is so, oh, it's beautiful sound. And that double pedal in the bass as well, just adding that little bit of unsettled feeling with the that comes in here and there. Oh, that is so good. I love that sequence there. So good. It's a little flickery, which might bother some people, but I love that. In time with the ba-ba-ba as well. Although it's not. There's one a little bit faster. Yeah, they're a little bit faster at a couple of points so that we can get through a flip, but it pushes that tension up a tiny bit as well. I actually really like that it's not quite on time, so it throws the eye off. Even if you don't really recognize what's happened there, it's going to catch you, and your mind's going to go, oh, something's different. That's really cool. And then, at the end is so good. And the look right there. What a great shot to end on. Like, that's a fantastic shot to end this thing on. Also, I love this kind of symmetry that the costume gives as well, with both the nose piece, but then there's the asymmetry of this diadem that is just... It feels like it almost, where, yes, you know, this isn't perfectly symmetrical. It feels like it's leans symmetrically. And then the line of the shoulders and all that kind of stuff. But the diadem is just off. Also, I think I didn't notice this before, but I think she's got the gold in the ear on this side and outside of it on this. Like, these little differences. I love this costume so much. It's really good. And just the smoky eye to go with it. And then, and even here, she's got the wrist piece on the one, but this sort of almost just above the elbow piece on the other. Like, it's just, everything's just off slightly, and it's not off, but it gives you that sense of imbalance that I think is really cool. What an awesome kickoff, right? And such an almost gentle way to end that as we go out of that section. Whoa, what a cover! That is phenomenal. Really, really phenomenal. I loved that. That was absolutely fantastic. I think that's... it gave so much to the song in such a cool way. And yeah, so much respect for that. And I think it's really cool that Riot did something in Vietnamese for the Pacific Championship. I think that's superb. It would have been easy not to do that and just to do the song in English. And they didn't. They go that little extra mile, and I have a lot of respect for that. I hope you enjoyed that too, watching that with me. And if you've seen this a bunch since it came out... when did this come out? This came out in January. So if you've seen it a lot over the best part of a year, then hopefully... you know, that I pointed something out that made you go, oh, that's really cool, or oh, that's why I like that bit. That's what I'm really trying to do with these videos, and I'm very happy if I did so. If I've just brought you all of this stuff, fantastic. That's also something I enjoy doing, and do support the original artist, as I said before. And that was absolutely fantastic. And with the hope that my pronunciation is correct, I do have to say, come on, Tóc Tiên, or thank you. That was so enjoyable, and what a voice! What a voice! Truly fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, especially if you're still here at the end of this video. It means a lot to me. Please do hit the like button, subscribe button if you haven't, the notification bell. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can head to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts and leave a one-off donation of any amount. You can head to patreon.com/DavidKReacts, where you can join for $2 or $4 Canadian or your regional equivalent. That gives you access to my Discord, as well as an ongoing method of supporting the channel. And there will be more happening with that Patreon next year. Or you can leave a super thanks here on YouTube, and any of those very gratefully appreciated if you would choose to do them, but no pressure, of course. And that's it for this video, so thank you very much. There may be one more, I'm not 100% certain, we'll see where that goes. And if there is, then enjoy that, and if not, then I hope you enjoyed Arcane Month. Check out the rest of the videos I did this month if you haven't done already. There's some really cool covers out there. And yeah, that's everything. So take care of yourselves. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it happens to be that you're watching this. Let's go for, maybe someone's watching early in the morning. Let's go for 6:18 a.m. Yeah, morning commute or something like that. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.